So now that we finished sewing our skirt, now it's time for us to sew our top together. So grab your top. Remember we pin the two top together. Get the top that we have. So now you're going to get one end of the top. One end of the top. And we're going to start sewing from one end now. I am using a zigzag stitch because this is a stretch material. And I don't want my stitch to pop. So get one end of your top. And you're going to place it under your sewing machine. Go to a zigzag stitch. And we sew in a 1/2 inch. Or if you want, if you draw your top with a 5/8 seam allowance, you can sew it with that. So I am using a 1/2 inch. And I'm going to first zigzag mine. Go back, back stitch, and then go. Now we have to stretch this top. So that when we put it on, the stitch will pop. So stretch your top. So that is the stitch could stitch neat and nice. So you want to stretch it. You're going to grab the other end of it. You're going to grab the other end of your top. Grab the other end of your top, and you're going to place it under your sewing machine also. Grab the other end under your sewing machine, and we're going to stitch the same 1/2 inch come down. This is a jersey material I'm using. Stretch the top. Now we're going to stitch the shoulder for the top. To get your shoulder, and let's sew this shoulder together. Same 1/2 inch seam allowance. Make sure your shoulder match up nice and even. Place your needle down. Take your pins out. And now you're going to do the other one just like that. You have to do the other top just like that. The lining, do the lining just like this one. And then we will fit this top up with the sleeve and so on. So go and do your lining like this, and then color fit on the sleeve onto this top. So now that you finished sewing your top's supposed to look like this. That's on the table. You're supposed to have 2 pieces sewing like that. Right? Now you're going to lay this top down, and you're going to trim this seam allowance here. I'm going to trim that. Just the seam allowance, maybe a 1/4 inch on both sides. Both sides of the seam allowance. And now you're going to turn this top over to the right side. Turn this top over, and your top going to look like this. And look like that. Now you choose which side, which one of the top you need for your lining and for your top. Now trim the next one just like how I trim the shoulder. Trim the next one just like that. And now this is the next one here. So what we're gonna do, we have to put this top on. We have to put this top on. So keep one of the top on the wrong side and keep one on the right side. So take the one that is on the right side and put it inside the one that is on the wrong side. So now you will grab your top like this. This is the right side of the top here. lay the wrong one down. You see this one here, wrong side. Now you're going to take this one that on the right side and you're going to put it into the one that is the wrong side. So this, what your tab going to look like. Remember, you have to line it up front to front, back to back. So look for the front and look for the back of the top to line up this top. You have to look for it so that you can line the top up. So this is the one that is on the wrong side, and now we get the one our top that is on the right side, or the this is the right side of the top we're using. So I have one on the right and I have one on the wrong side. So I'm going to take the one on the right side and I'm going to insert it on the wrong side. I'm going to push it in like this. Put it in like that until I meet these two. So line it up, shoulder seam to shoulder seam. Line it up, shoulder seam to shoulder seam. Like that. You're lining this up. So now we're going to pin right away around the edge of this top. So we're going to put seam to seam. Seam to seam. We're going to put seam to seam. And we're going to pin. Seam to seam and pin. We're stitching. The neck going to be a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Seam to seam. And we're going to pin. Do the same thing, find the seam for this one. And pin it. See how your back opening sit down very neat. So you're going to pin it. Go around to the front. Pin it the same way. Pin. Keep pinning till you meet the other end. So your top supposed to look pin like this. So when we turn it out, one would be inside, one would be outside. So now we'll go to the sewing machine and we will sew all the way around this top. So let's go get the sewing machine and let's sew this top all the way around. So I'm going to pull my sewing machine. The camera might shake a little because it's right on my table. I'm going to get my sewing machine and now we're going to sew this top. So take one end of the top. Place it under your sewing machine, raise your needle, place it under your sewing machine, and we zigzagging 1/4 inch on that top. Place your needle down. The camera would shake a little because the camera is right on the table with the machine, and the machine will jump. So your back stitch, go light. Stitch, so your back stitching. Don't stretch the top. Don't stretch the neck of the top because when you finish you'll have a big neck. So don't stretch it. Just stitches as normal with the zigzag stitch. Stitch it as normal. And stitch. Continue stitching. I like the back stitch at the shoulder because they kind of thick. Continue sewing. You might get some skip stitch, so let me see. I find I get some skip stitch, so let me go back over and let me sew this back over. So look out for skip stitch, because as I said, it's jersey material and sometimes the thread kind of skip. So clean up your thread, and if you get skip stitch like me, go back over and repeat this. So place it back under. If you notice you get some skip stitch, go back over and sew closer this time, keeping, do not stretch the neck of the top. See, you got some thread here that holding this. Take that out. You need to take that out. Bust that thread out. Bust that. And come and continue stitching your top in place. Bust out all the thread that you get the skip stitch, because you don't want it pulling the top when you finish. You want a neat, clean finish when you finish. And then meet back into this one, your back stitch. And now we're gonna put on the sleeve of this top. So let's go and put the sleeve on this top. Seeing that you don't stitch your top, let's go and put on the sleeve. Now we're gonna drop some snip into this top when the time ready. Just some small snip like this. You just get your scissors and you drop some small snip. The reason why we put in these snip is so turn it when it turn over to the right side, it will lie down flat, neat and nice. So just put some small snip. Don't clip through your thread, your stitching, because that would be disaster. So we put in some small snip in our top, both the back and the front. Small snip. We don't want any big snip in it, so that we can turn our top and it would be neat and nice. Small snip inside till you meet the other side. Meet your small snip. So when you finish, now let's put on the slip. So now that you finish stitching your neck for the top, you finish neatening the neck of the top. You're supposed to have something looking like this. We will press this in a while because we have to stitch this and then press it. So you're gonna have something looking like that. Now we're gonna put on the sleeve. Now you're gonna grab one of your sleeve. Grab one of your sleeve. You're gonna put the two top together. Grab one of the sleeve, look for the back and look for the front. And we're gonna pin this sleeve together. So wrong side, right side to right side. Look for the right side of your sleeve. Pin it like this, put it together like that. Together like this. Pin. Pin it. Get the next one. Fold it. Pin. Pin in. And now we're gonna go to the sewing machine and we're gonna sew straight down here on both of the sleeve, from one end straight to the next end on both of the sleeves. So let's go to the sewing machine and let's sew this sleeve together. So here I am at the sewing machine. Now you're gonna get one of your sleeve, and now we're gonna stitch this sleeve together. Thin seam allowance. Stretch this one. The knitting neckline we don't stretch because we don't want it to the neckline to be big. The camera would be shaking a little because the camera is right on the table. Forgive me for that. Back stitch, pull out, get your scissors, cut, and now we're gonna stitch the next one. So let's get the next one and let's stitch the next one. So we put that one aside, grab the next one, and we will stitch the next one the same way. Okay. Now we're gonna go and set up this sleeve at the table. So meet me back at the table. Let's set up this sleeve. Now you get your top. After you finish stitching your two sleeve, get your top, open it out like this, get one sleeve, turn it to the right side, get one end of your sleeve, make sure you're getting the back of the sleeve, pinning the back to the back, the front to the front, so you get your sleeve, the right side of the sleeve, and you're gonna pin this sleeve to the top. We're pinning on our sleeve, match up seam line to seam line, matching up the seam line, seam to seam. Make sure you line up the lining too. And you pin. You get this piece, bring this under here, shoulder seam to shoulder seam. If you can't find it, fold the top back like this, in half, like that. Fold it back like that, and then give it a snip like this, a tiny snip. Now you're gonna get your shoulder seam and match up the tiny snip that you give it to the shoulder seam. So you match that up, match it up, and you pin. Come down to the sleeve and let's match this sleeve up and pin. So make sure you get your lining on your main top and you pin both together to the sleeve. You see, and then say, show it. See, get this again, and show it, so then the same, show it. So that, and pick, and then this is very again, and pass here, and then see. And also submit, and then get it, both pieces to see. So I can have done that. See, yes, see, from here, feel that, inside, you can see me, see, and like, this is the top here, pin on the extra piece out. Pin it. You go back and you loose out the pin here so we can get the extra piece lined up so we can cut it. We pin it. So now we're gonna cut out this extra piece we have here. That's the top of the sleeve, and that top of the sleeve is too long for me. My arms is not that long. So I cut out the extra length. When I turn my top, I can get a nice flat sleeve. So now we will go to our sewing machine and we will stitch all the way around the sleeve. But before we go, let's hem this sleeve. Now you gotta hem your sleeve. So turn up your sleeve. If it's 1 inch or however long you want it, you need to turn that up and you stitch it to however long you want it. Now I don't need a big hem, I just need a tiny hem that I will make like 1 inch. So I will turn up 1/2 inch and then a next 1/2 inch, so my end will be neat. And then I will pin, making one going to the sewing machine. Turn up. And now we're gonna pin our hem in place. So now we're gonna pin our hem in place, so because we're making one go to the sewing machine. So we're gonna get the 2 fabric, the lining and the main top, and we're gonna fold this in on the wrong side of the top. So you're gonna turn up 1 inch, we turning up, or 1.5 inch, depends on how much you want to turn up. 1.5 inch if you want. You can turn up 1.5 inch. Get your ruler and you measure. One and a half inches, and you pin. Get the next side seam allowance, the side seam. Grab the 2 top together, the lining and the top, and 1.5 inch up. One and a half inches, and you turn up. So now your 1.5 inches is going to automatically fold. So now we're going to measure up 1.5 inches. Get your ruler, 1.5 inch, and I'm going to pin to the top. I'm going to show you the reason why I pin into the top. inch. Pin. Make sure you get 1.5 inches here too. One and a half inches. Pin. In here. Do the same thing to the other side. Make sure it's 1.5 inches. It's always good to measure. One and a half. One and a half. It's always good to measure. Keep measuring until you have the right measurement. And as you continue sewing, the measurement will become easy for you and able to just watch and turn up whatever you want. So this is what we have. So now we're going to turn up this bottom, the knit bottom, make it neat. That's why I told you to pin it in the top. So we're going to pin that, turn up it to make it neat. We're going to pin that. Pin it. Continue pinning it with the 1/2 inch in, sorry, and then reach me at the sewing machine. So now we are at the sewing machine. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to hem our bottom of our top, the hem up our top. So grab your bottom of your top, place it under the sewing machine, put your needle down, and we stitching in the end a zigzag stitch. And we hemming our top. Take out your pins. As you go, make sure your top match good, and we stitching. Don't back stitch because we come and lock back the stitch in here. So we hemming the bottom of our top. Make sure your top secure. Yeah, right. Okay, right. So we come and we lock the stitch in back with the next one, and we back stitch. So now that your hem finished, now we'll move on to the sleeve. Now grab your sleeve. Grab your sleeve. Place your sleeve under the sewing machine, and now we're gonna stitch this sleeve in place. Take your time, because remember this is a stretch material. See if I got some mess. Take it out. Now you'll stitch the next one just like that. But before, we have to hem this one sleeve. So let's hem this one sleeve. So we get the sleeve, and we're gonna hem it in place. Place your sleeve under. And come and we hem this sleeve in place. I'm doing my own with a stretch fabric. That's why I'm using a zigzag stitch, so my stitch won't pop. Sewing is a lot of work, but when you get at it, you will love it. You have to be patient with sewing. Sewing is all about patience. I'm going to back stitch, take it out. Now stitch the other one the same way, and meet me at the table. Let's press this top in our, but before we go and press the top, remember we have to do stay stitching in this top. We have to do like a 8 stitch like. So grab your top, and round the neck area where we have the lining, we have to sew that. If you want, you can sew that down in place or leave it like that. For my own, I would leave my own like that. I'm going to press it down, which I'll show you how to press it down, because we had to do that before we hem the top. So I'm going to press my own down, and it still would be neat. So let's go to the ironing board, and let's iron this top. So meet me at the table. Now we'll go to the ironing board, and we will press this top. Now I am at my ironing board here. Let me just move this mannequin out of the way. So I am at my ironing board, and now I'm going to take my top. You have to clip your thread. Clip your thread. Get your top. Place it over your ironing board like this. And now you're going to press this top. Press the top so it could be neat. This top. Give me a second. So we press in the top so the top could be neat. Remember, you have to press the top so the top could be neat. So let's go and press that. So you clear out all your thread. And to satisfy the stitching. press it right the way around. Pressing it. Get the sleeve. Put the sleeve over. So when you don't press this, this would be very neat. So you have to press this have to press it so it could look neat. When you put it on, you're pressing in the tip. So the top will be very neat when you finish. Get the next side. Clear the thread. Clear up all your stitches. Make sure your seam, everything match up. Clean up your thread. You want your clothes to look neat, so you have to clean up your thread. And now we're gonna get the neck, and we're gonna get this seam roll or the bigger one. You place hold your top like this. This is the top we have here. So the neck, you get the neck like that. Place it over here, or if not, you could place it over the ironing board. But let me get the bigger seam roll. I would work. Let me get a bigger seam roll. I would work with a bigger seam roll. So I would get this big seam roll. Place my top over it like this. Or let's say you don't have a seam roll, you can place your top like this over the mouth of the ironing board, like that. Like this. Place it like that till you find it. And you can iron it, but since I have a seam roll, I would use my seam roll, and I guess you have one too who's sewing long, and you make your top very neat. You don't want the lining sticking out on the top. Make your top neat. You see how neat it inside? Let stay inside. You want the lining to be inside the top. At the back, you do the same thing. Keep your lining inside the top. You don't want it outside. Keeping your lining inside the top. Do the same thing for the back. That's it. Press. So when you don't press your top supposed to look neat like this. Your top supposed to look very neat. Like this, supposed to look neat. Let me just do this one more press. Let me give this one more press. Give this one more press. So it won't pop out. So now, here is your top. You're all done. So this is how we sew our top together. So let me show you what it look like on the table. So here is your finished top. This is your finished top, what it's gonna look like. So this is your sleeve. You don't hem your sleeve, you press it. And now I'm going to put it on the mannequin, and I'm going to show you what it look like. So make sure you clean up all your thread and so on. This is the bottom. Make sure you see the bottom don't have no raw edge. You see how very neat and clean. The sleeve don't have any raw edge neither. Neat and clean. The inside of the top, if you turn it, it's neat and clean. It don't have no raw edge, anything inside. So that's why I told you to cut 2 of the top so we can get a smooth finish. So let me show you on the mannequin what it look like. So here is the finished outfit that we just did. This is the finished look of the outfit. So this is what you're supposed to have when you finish, like that. So what I'm going to do, I want to wear my own in the skirt. So this is the skirt. I showed you the skirt before. So my top would be going in to the skirt. So here is a finished look of the outfit. So this is what the outfit look like that we just saw. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. So I will be wearing my top in my skirt, and I'll be putting a nice belt with it so that it can go well. So this is what the outfit look like. If you guys want, you can put 2 loop on your skirt, which I will do later. So this is what the skirt and the top look like. So I will be rocking this on my blog. So to see more of this outfit on me, go to my blog tamarafashionstyle.web and check out my sewing course online, Sewing with Tamara at thinkfit.com. You can find me on YouTube, Sewing with Tamara. You can find me on Facebook, Tamara Fashion Style, Sewing with Beginner Sewing Class. So all that, you can go to my page, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we will do you turn on your notification so you won't miss any video from me. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful night. Bye.